And United Fan TV 3-1 loss to Orlando City for the first time in our history and their history. They get a win over us. Yeah, a dubious honor, unfortunately, for Stephen Glass, who, spoke about not wanting that to happen, to be the first coach to have that. But, would you kind of put any of the blame on anyone in particular in this match, or is it just we just were not good enough? We're second best today. What do you think, Mark?
Yeah, mostly that we just weren't good enough. I mean, from the off, when you guys previewed this matchup and talked about the lineup, the one thing that you both kind of really pointed out is the lack of goals in the lineup, and I think you saw that play out. It just I think PD tried his best. I don't think a lot of our possession was very effective. And yeah, I mean, Orlando just created better chances and could have been up 3 or 4 at halftime instead of just 2. So, yeah, just Orlando outplayed Atlanta in most facets of the game. You know what I mean? There's we'll delve into it for sure, but I think complete team performance by Orlando, and just Atlanta was just second best.
Yeah, and we've spoken on previous podcasts that this was the best time for Orlando to, pip a win against us because, for various reasons, Joseph is out. We're completely almost a different team of sorts. You look at the lineup, doesn't resemble what teams we had when we beat them, or at least drew with them, had an undefeated streak against them. It's definitely, it doesn't feel absolutely great, obviously. And, is there something to, take away from this match though?
I would like to see Kubo Torres start. I just think that, if it's a case that he's not match fit, fine. If he can play even 45 minutes, play him in the first half, start him, see how the team looks with him in there. Because I just think trying to play to John's strengths, we did a lot of crossing today, more than I would like us to do. And I just think, also the roster has to be healthy or available. So, now we get Escobar back. Hopefully he won't do any more silly things. I thought Lennon was okay at right back, and I did like that he started Lennon left back, started Lennon right back, but then Manuel Castro got another opportunity, and I just didn't see too much from him to really suggest that he should be playing more or getting more opportunities. So hopefully Barco is available to start, and I think if we can start the game with a more dangerous lineup, we might be able to play to our strengths a little more.
Right.
So,
I mean, we'll speak about, playing to the strengths a little bit more, but also our 11 was unchanged from Wednesday. And does that kind of give, since the lineup was out there, does that kind of give Oscar Pereira, a chance to kind of prepare for it? He saw it. He was obviously, able to maybe game plan a little bit and, kind of knows what to expect. And then, for them, Nani's out, Pereira's out. You didn't really see much of a drop off. And then, that's what happens. But Adam John, when he's on the pitch, are we playing to his strengths? That seems to be something where, maybe later on when we're chasing a match, could it be better? Could it be better for him to come on then?
Possibly, yeah. And, have him come on versus tied legs, I think would give him just a little bit of an edge. There was one chance that came across goal. He just wasn't able to stretch out to reach. Just wasn't able to get to. And I feel like we've seen that as well, where he just, he knows the right runs and he knows what to do generally. But is he as quick as Kubo Torres? He's certainly not as quick as Joseph, which few people are. But that's, I just think that if you start with Torres, the team itself would play differently. I think like I said, I think we attempted crosses today, but that just didn't work out. And I do feel like, I think honestly, like you could have watched a national match and as in Atlanta United's match versus Nashville, and then come away with like a good idea of how to prepare for us. And so, yeah, I think that we just need to try a different 11. I mean, he's not. Steven Glass obviously hasn't settled on 111. He's obviously there's a bit of a rotation, but specifically, I'd like to see more of Torres. And said this before, but PD and Barco on the field at the same time. Like that's that you would think seems to be the formula, as well as Josetu. I do think Josetu should keep playing. I do think he can provide something in terms of possession, in terms of setting up attacks and so on. But it just, I just think at the end of the day, you just saw the results of a lineup that's just a bit short on quality.
Right. Especially when Orlando City, they maybe took a page out of New York Red Bulls book, press us high, catches us in possession, or, when we're not playing out of the back and, wow, I mean, they're direct, and that second goal happens because, they were first to the loose ball and to every ball after that. And so it's just, the pages from New York Red Bulls and how they played us today, it was almost exactly probably, the perfect chemistry in how we lost today. But is there still I said takeaways. Is there something that you saw from this match that we can pull from to look forward to? Because it's not all doom and gloom. Brooks Lennon, I think, had a great match. Arguably should have maybe had that red called against that defender who cleated him in the face. But were there any other takeaways for you?
Dom looked kind of sharp when he came in. He gets an assist for his cross. He had another cross that was dangerous, and so it looks like he didn't forget his centros. But I would like to see him play a little more. I thought that was an encouraging cameo. Other than that, I mean, I like I said, I like Josetu. I like how he's being used, and I would just like all of our quick attackers, best attackers, on the field at the same time. Because I think when you only have let's say like PD and Josetu like today, you can kind of key in on them. There's no other threats that you're necessarily worried about. So I think that's what I would like to see, is just maybe getting some of our best talent on the field at the same time.
Yeah. Appreciate it, Mark. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you later.